The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning up. And, right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle with these defenses thrown at him.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Riq Woolen. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. 2nd down and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Oh, a nice spin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. The 20. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Aviators have got it back to within a score.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next, the score on Lions 14, Aviators 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then.
And this throw will be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now. 3rd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 31-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here. And his pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll roll him out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
2nd and 4.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to get...
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Aubrey now for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first. You know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flushed out right. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll look to throw here. And it is caught. Burst by him near the 35. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Barner. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. That's to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Aviators are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Aviators 17.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
127 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. 27 yards there, a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
But he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. but I think that they were right about this one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell it.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 3 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 9 now. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 45 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Aviators are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Back now at Ford Field. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now back to throw.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there. Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And his kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now, he's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Aviators have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after. Time strike.
Big time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
That's a good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
I had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
It fights him off.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Trotty. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 50 yards.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force. and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Over the middle, complete. That's Weaver. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to air one out. And this is knocked away and incomplete, but I think it was a free play. Let's check the call.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next